So guys, today I'm going to be working on my Mercedes Benz S500 here. I got to replace this one thing, this radiator fan. Never replaced one of these before, so hopefully it turns out pretty good. What I've heard is that you got to take this out, you got to undo this, undo a couple bolts here and there, and you got to take this off, these. So hopefully it's a lot easier than what I think it is. I'm just gonna sit you guys here. Right now, I just set up my light. I am pretty much ready to start working.
Now I had two options to fix this, and this was either I buy a new one from Mercedes Benz, which was not cheap at all, or I go aftermarket and risk it going bad again, or just not fitting. And if you don't know, Mercedes are known to not like aftermarket parts, and I did not choose either of those options. Kind of.
Well, we're already off to a great start. I found corrosion right there. I'm still going to replace it just to see what happens. Looks more, just got my light here. Looks like there's a lot more going on that plug than anything going on this. So that's probably why this isn't working. So yeah, let's continue going.
If you don't know, my Mercedes has 400,000 miles, and it's just starting to show the wear and tear. Now a lot of people might think that this is not worth it, but to me it is. From all of this I get to learn more about working on my car, which is why I'm starting this channel.
Well, we came into a couple of unideal situations at the moment. First one being, get my light. That bolt broke off. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it broke off. Second thing is, surprisingly, I don't have the tools to be able to get to the bottom bolts to be able to take it off. But I think what I want to do is kind of figure something out. The only way I can go is moving forward.
And moving forward I did. I was able to find a Torx bit Allen key and was able to start loosening the bolt, but it was just not enough. On top of that, I was able to have my dad come by with some tools that I needed to get access to the bottom bolts, which required me to take off one of the bottom panels.
Well, my battery just fell out of my camera, so we're back. The second bolt that I have to get to is right, it's gonna be right under that compressor pipe, right down in there. It's right on that, which is holding this fan on top of this bolt and this bolt and a couple of these small hanger clips. So I'm waiting for my dad to get here. He is gonna come with a 1/4-inch ratchet. Oh, and speaking of, here he is.
Now with my dad here, I was able to have the extra hand in case I needed it, and I also had the right tools to finish it. While I was talking to the previous owner of my car, I found out the fan and many other things have not gotten replaced on it. So I've made a list of what I need to replace and found that I have a long, expensive road ahead of me. But I am sure prepared for it, and I am excited to work on my car. As for the price of the fan, it was surprisingly really cheap compared to the original Mercedes Benz price. From Mercedes, the fan costs around $890, and I luckily had a friend who had a spare one, and I bought it off him for only $50. And finally, after an hour of work, I was able to get the fan out. Now putting the fan back in was much easier than taking it out. I just had to put back the screws that were already there, just line up everything, and make sure everything fits.
Now we got the car started. We're just waiting it for the warm up and just see if that fan runs. Right now it's a little cold. So very good news. The fan is spinning, which is amazing since I didn't have that before, and I am calling that a huge win for today. One of the biggest upgrades, or I should say, fixes to my car, and that should be the end of the video.